we've recently sort of rebranded the name of our apprenticeship program to be our HERO program. So HERO stands for Helping Educate to Realize Opportunities. And it sort of helps reflect the different types of heroes that are associated with our program. Program is a hero to the apprentice for providing the opportunity. Our leadership and our mentors are heroes for helping to make a difference. And the program graduates become the heroes to our customers as they enter the workforce. And now I have Nigel come up and talk about the evolution of our program.
Thank you, Eric. So just to underscore Eric's comments, we established our apprenticeship program to serve members of the community who have traditionally encountered barriers to obtain a quality education and the ability to earn a living wage. We provide a vast array of cybersecurity-based learning and training opportunities to help the socioeconomically challenged chart a path to prosperity. And regarding the timeline, on November 9th, 2020, our program was born. We started by enrolling 3 apprentices. Using the quote from Dr. Carr G. Woodson, philosophers have long conceded, however, that every man has 2 educations, that which is given to him, and the other, that which he gives himself. Of the 2 kinds, the latter is by far the more desirable. Indeed, all of that is most worthy in man he must work out and conquer for himself. It is that which constitutes our real and best nourishment. What we are merely taught seldom nourishes the mind like that which we teach ourselves. So such a philosophy is ideal in the cybersecurity profession, and we encourage our apprentices to take ownership of their learning opportunities. Cohort number 1 started on April 12th, 2021, and we selected 6 apprentices. This cohort included an apprentice who graduated from high school last year. I'm highlighting this apprentice because he finished our curriculum and started supporting one of our clients on a full-time basis earlier this year as a Security Operations Center analyst or a SOC analyst. On January 11th of this year, our program was approved by the Maryland Department of Labor as a registered apprenticeship. That designation gave credibility to our program. Our next cohort started a week later on January 18th. That cohort included an apprentice who demonstrated such motivation that he started supporting a client just 3 months later in April on a full-time basis. And currently, he's providing cybersecurity support in the area of identity, credential, and access management, commonly called ICAM. On June 30th, 2022, we celebrated our first graduate from our registered apprenticeship program. His name is Diego Marti, and you'll hear more about his apprenticeship experience shortly. On August 1st of this year, we enrolled our largest cohort, 18 apprentices. In addition, we hired a dynamic cybersecurity coach who has taken our program to the next level. Momentarily, our coach, Sadia Shaw, will discuss more details about our program. Thank you. And next, Bart Shaver and Sadia will provide more information about our program.
All right, so what kind of areas are we focusing on with our cybersecurity apprenticeship, our HERO program? So we're looking at 3 distinct areas between tactical, technical, and information assurance and governance. So we're talking about tactical, we're talking about what pertains to security operations, looking for threats and attack activity, using enterprise visibility and observability tools, leading tools like Splunk, Microsoft Sentinel. We've also devised our own homegrown innovative incident response labs using veteran incident responders to prepare our cybersecurity apprentices for our SOC programs. If we're looking at the technical aspect, we're talking about things that deal with cybersecurity engineering with tools like firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, and security orchestration and automated response systems. Our engineering training introduced emerging and trending concepts like zero trust network architecture that are in line with different challenges that our clients are facing every day. Lastly, we're looking at our information assurance and oversight program. What this does, it looks at policy and technical governance and auditing capabilities that help secure enterprise IT practices and architecture. Our analysts are trained in the NIST risk management framework and are trained for a number of federal and commercial regulatory standards like HIPAA, PCI Data Security Standard, and the ISO 27000 series. And now I'll introduce you to Sadia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sadia Shah, and I'm the Apprentice Program Coach. I joined IBSS in August 2022 after successfully completing my 3 years at Prince George's County Public School as a computer science high school teacher. Today, I'm here to present the curriculum and training path that IBSS Apprentice Program offers industry-recognized CompTIA certification in the following sequence. When our apprentices join our program, they start with Network Plus certification, and they get Security Plus, CISA Plus, Linux Plus, and then Pentest Plus. During the completion of these certifications, apprentices work under the supervision of program coach. They are also given the opportunity to work with subject matter experts to get exposure and have hands-on training of working with IT security tools such as Splunk and Tenable. After completing CompTIA's mandatory certifications, which are part of our program, apprentices are given a choice of obtaining any of the recommended certifications. The selection of these certifications is based on the career path identified by the apprenticee. Among these certifications are Amazon Cloud Solution Architect, Microsoft Azure, CISSP, Splunk, CAP, and many more. IBSS also provides several training opportunities to help aspiring individuals become industry professionals. Our dedicated staff work with apprentices one-to-one and as a group to help polish the following skills. We provide Toastmaster training. Recently, we finished a 6-week Toastmaster training modules and allow the individuals present for our company. That was an excellent experience. We also provide soft skills training. We do give them resume workshops, mock interviews. We also provide professional and technical writing skills. IBS's Cyber Apprentice Program is a well-rounded program that successfully enables individuals to enter the industry with full confidence and fit in any desired cybersecurity position. And now back to Nigel.
So today, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Diego Marti. As I mentioned earlier, Diego is the first graduate of our apprenticeship program. Diego will speak for himself, but I'd like to highlight a few details related to his tenure as an apprentice. He contributed greatly to our program. Because he's one of our first apprentices, he was able to provide valuable input to help us improve our program such that future apprentices could further benefit from their learning experiences. He provided helpful feedback about the curriculum and sequencing. During the program, he completed all assigned tasks and passed the 5 mandatory certification exams and an additional 2 optional certification exams. Diego has demonstrated great flexibility and adaptability by transitioning from an apprentice to a journey worker. Now he's providing information system security officer support to one of our clients. Diego.
Thank you, Nigel, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Diego Marti, and I was a part of the IBSS Cyber Apprenticeship Program, now known as the HERO Program, from November 2020 until June of this year. And throughout my time in the program, I was able to remotely finish my bachelor's degree in IT, as I further developed a combination of valuable soft and hard skills that helped me become a more complete cybersecurity employee. Now, among the soft skills I was able to further develop, there were 3 that stood out to me that I have frequently kept on applying since then, which were in-depth discussions about work-life balance, writing, and developing business presentations. Now, work-life balance was a very important discussion to have as a team by providing each other with lots of perspectives and approaches we could take to create a separation between a work mindset and a personal life mindset since for those of us that were fully remote, at times it became difficult to be able to transition from either mindsets, given that our work and personal environments became more unintentionally intertwined as each day went by. Then writing provided us with the importance of being aware of our audience and communicating with them or providing a message to them, whether that was in a business context, such as an email interaction, or an informational context, such as writing detailed blog posts about cybersecurity topics. And thirdly, learning how to develop presentations to deliver to upper management roles, which allowed a group of cyber apprentices and I to strengthen our research skills by researching IT software and hardware solutions, having meetings with the solution vendors to get a better picture regarding all of the features their solutions provided, watching live demos from the vendors themselves, and getting more comfortable with having technical discussions with potential clients, and also doing various dry runs of information we were able to gather as a team throughout our research to present it all in a structured way to IBSS upper management, all while receiving insight and guidance from other IBSS management personnel, such as Nigel, along the way, with the goal of helping IBSS make a business decision and implement a solution that was most appropriate for the company's budget and environment. And when it comes to hard skills, I was able to attain essential IT certifications by using subscriptions provided by IBSS. That allowed me to watch full IT courses, complete practice labs and practice exams, which included material from CompTIA Network Plus all the way to Pentest Plus, and also the CAP certification provided by ISC Squared, which in combination with the other certifications and the experience I was able to get throughout my time in the apprenticeship, provided me with the opportunity to have my current role as an ISO, or an Information Systems Security Officer. Now, present day as an ISO, I'm able to provide support to organizations by helping them keep the necessary balance between security and compliance in mind, from the beginning development stages of their corresponding on-premise and cloud-based environments, and or after their environments have already been developed. So given that I can provide security and compliance support when environments are just starting to be developed or when they have already been developed, I'm able to be more aware of reliable security tools, technologies, and configurations that have been around for a long period of time, and also newer ones that help address newer security requirements, which in the process allows me to keep a broad perspective of both older and newer security approaches when discussing security solutions for various environments, and also helps me be a more well-informed and valuable cyber employee by staying up to date with the ever-evolving tech that is a part of our daily lives. Thank you.
So Diego, in the introduction, I did mention that you passed 7 certification exams. You're quite modest. You only mentioned 6. What about that 7th one?
So I was also, besides the certs that were part of the program, I was also able to obtain ISC Squared CISSP certification by using the study techniques I was able to learn in my time in the program.
And also, you entered the program and you already had an idea about the role you want to play in cybersecurity. You already had an interest in GRC, or governance, risk management, compliance. Tell us about the LampStat project that we developed for you.
Sure. So before getting my role as an ISO, I was able to get risk management guidance from Nigel to develop my own LampStack, which in my case involved configuring a Linux Ubuntu server, an Apache web server, a MySQL database, and also using the PHP scripting language. But if someone preferred to use Python, they could go that route as well. And then I took that system through each step of the risk management framework.
All right, thank you, Diego.
Sure, no problem.
And now back to Eric.
Thanks, Nigel. So next we're going to talk about our diversity and inclusion programs here at IBSS, since the Theme of today's National Apprenticeship Week Day is women in apprenticeship programs. We thought this would be a good time to bring ESS. We basically take integrate diversity initiatives into every facet of the company. So about 4 years ago, a colleague of mine introduced me to a concept called inclusive excellence. I think it came out of a study that was performed by the MIT Sloan School of Business, and their conclusion was that having a diverse and inclusive workforce ultimately improves the organization. It promotes innovation, it improves collaboration and efficiency, it promotes empowerment across all members of the organization, and overall, it improves overall quality. And at the end of the day, it impacts the bottom line and improves your business. So as I mentioned, we took this concept of inclusive excellence and integrated it as an integral part of our corporate culture. Many organizations and agencies, they classify their diversity initiatives as DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. But here at IBSS, we bring that inclusiveness to the front. So we call it our big idea. And we try to promote diversity across multiple categories, not just race or gender, but belief, socioeconomic backgrounds, education levels and backgrounds, and supporting those with differing abilities. IBSS believes that our workforce should draw upon or reflect the diversity of our communities that we serve. And as I mentioned, since today's National Apprentice Week focus is women in apprenticeship programs, we're going to highlight the women that are currently participating in our program. So I'm going to ask Sonia to go ahead and introduce our great women in apprenticeships.
Thank you, Eric. One of the reasons to establish IBSS was to help people build and advance their careers. Over 30 years ago, I started out in my field in architecture. As a small business owner, a woman, and a minority, I faced many challenges. Some of these challenges included being taken seriously, defying social expectations, and trying to balance business and family life. This inspired me to also want to encourage and make possible for women to receive training and build their careers. Our goal is to provide opportunities and advance the needs of working women to ensure they succeed and have a better future. I feel IBSS has come a long way to realize the vision of creating an apprenticeship program that just started with a summer internship program 4 years ago to grow to 3 people in a full-time apprenticeship program 2 years ago, and now to 22 apprentices today. I'm proud of all our apprentices' accomplishments and would like to take this opportunity to have the several women who joined the program to introduce themselves and speak about their experiences.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dana Newville, and prior to starting this apprenticeship, I graduated from Bowie State University in May of 2021 with my bachelor's degree in business administration and a concentration in information systems. I've always been fascinated with computers and technology, so I knew I wanted to have a career within the information technology industry. But after graduating, I didn't have much experience or any certifications. So it was a challenge trying to get a job, trying to secure a job in the industry. So after starting this apprenticeship in August 2022, I currently have 2 certifications and I'm working on my 3rd one. And upon graduating from the program, I plan on becoming an information system security officer or ISO. I am thankful that IBSS has given me the opportunity to obtain certifications and also provide professional development needed for my career in cybersecurity and other fields. And IBSS prides itself on giving back to others, and I plan to also help give back in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ashley. I'm currently working on my 3rd certification here at IBSS. I've been a part of this company for the past 3 months, and it's been a wonderful experience. Along with this, I'm currently completing my undergrad in information systems. I'm a junior at Towson University. Being in this program has given me the opportunity to obtain certifications while also gaining valuable experience, which I feel I don't gain in the classroom. And this foundation will allow me to build confidence as I grow in my career and take on this male-dominated field. I hope to be able to one day be strong enough to also be a mentor and impact other people as IBSS has been impacting me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mariam Nesari. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in computer engineering from the University of Iran, and I have always been taught to follow my dreams diligently. Despite all challenges I faced, I managed to become a very successful network engineer in a male-dominated field. Shortly after I moved to the United States, I was given this opportunity in IBSS to pursue my dream and become an expert cybersecurity engineer. After starting this apprenticeship in August 2022, I currently have 3 certifications and I'm working on my 4th one. This program is designed in a way to give me opportunities to work with the current cybersecurity tools and gain hands-on experience. I am extremely flattered for getting into this program and believe my background along with my passion, intellect, and perseverance can help me succeed. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kiera Edwards, and I've been an apprentice at IBSS since January 2022. What drove me to the cybersecurity field is the never-ending opportunities to advance and grow. Cybersecurity is a field that's always evolving, so being able to attain unlimited knowledge while helping with meaningful projects means a lot to me. I have received 5 certifications due to IBS's training that they had provided for me. And upon graduation, I plan on continuing my education at the University of Maryland Global Campus while receiving my master's in cybersecurity management and policy. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dabrita Mogas. It's never too late to start a new career path if you are willing to work hard and you are open to exploring a new learning opportunities. An apprenticeship program can help change your trajectory, but you must be committed to achieve success, jump in headfirst, and start learning. I joined IBS's Cyber Apprenticeship program in summer of 2021. Since then, I have earned 5 certificates, which coming from a non-technical background was challenging and rewarding as I pursue my career in the growing field. IBSS has provided me the opportunity to expand my skill and experience through various corporate functions. I have enjoyed working with IBS's diverse group of accomplished professionals who have happy to mentor me in cybersecurity as well as developing in other areas. I have utilized the opportunity of IBS's online training, well-being programs, Lunch and Learn, Toastmaster, and other resources, which have given me a solid foundation on which I grow professionally and personally. I'm learning programming language such as Java, Python, C++ in the future. I would like to consider a security DevOps engineering position where I can utilize my cybersecurity and programming knowledge in the security application development.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maimuna Abdullah. I started working with IBSS under the Cybersecurity Apprenticeship Program in August. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and information assurance. I chose a career in cybersecurity because it's such a broad and challenging field. I'm a person who loves learning new things and I enjoy being challenged. And in this field, there's always something new to learn. Every day is a new opportunity to grow and expand my knowledge, which is what I love the most about this field. The apprenticeship program has really helped me develop as a professional in this field. Currently, I have 5 professional IT certifications. 2 I obtained in the program, and I'm working towards obtaining my 6th certification. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've been given because it's really not easy to get into this field as it is. And this apprenticeship program has definitely provided me with the support and very valuable tools, the tools that I need to really succeed in this field.
Hello, everyone. My name is Migdalia McLaughlin. I was drawn to IBSS's apprenticeship program because it offered me the opportunity to learn about the many facets of cybersecurity, like IT infrastructures, cloud operations, and vulnerability assessments in an on-the-job environment. I'm happy to say that I've been in the program for 9 months now. I've obtained 5 CompTIA certifications, a Splunk Power certification, have a security clearance in progress, and I'm well on my way to becoming a SOC analyst, all thanks to this apprenticeship. It's truly been a life-changing opportunity. Thank you.
Hello all, my name is Michaela Benton and I transitioned out of the Navy in September 2021. I then completed my bachelor's in cybersecurity in April of 2022 and started working on obtaining field-related certifications. I passed the CompTIA Security Plus and Cybersecurity Analyst Plus, as well as the EC Council Certified Ethical Hacker. I've been looking for a position in cybersecurity since transitioning from the Navy, but was not able to find the right opportunity. I found IBSS Cybersecurity Apprenticeship in July and was accepted into the program. And I've been a part of the IBSS team for 4 months. My journey into cybersecurity started with an interest in computer science, and I started an associate's degree in computer science. As I continued to learn, I was more drawn to the security aspect of computer systems. So I switched my degree to cybersecurity. Since being in the program, I've completed 2 more certifications and studying for a 3rd. Along with the certifications, this apprenticeship has provided some hands-on experience, and I was able to compete in my first Splunk Box event with the help and guidance from other senior SOC analysts. Once I have completed the apprenticeship, I would like to continue developing my cyber skills and growing with IBSS. My goal is to establish a firm foundation in cybersecurity and become a project manager. Among that goal, I would like to assist others coming into the cybersecurity field through teaching and mentoring. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cheyenne Sims. I've been in the program for 9 months so far. I gained 4 CompTIA certifications and I'm currently working on my Pen Test Plus. I have a background in software engineering and I'm finishing my last year of my bachelor's in computer science at UMGC. I have experience in UI UX development and front-end development. I ventured into computer science after finding a love of unit testing and finding flaws within web applications. Once I graduate from the program, I wish to gain more hands-on experience as a SOC analyst with IBSS and eventually become a pen tester.
Unfortunately, Karen Law couldn't join us today, but she provided us with a short video.
Hello, everyone. My name is Taryn Law, and I have been with this program since August of this year. I originally started as a criminal justice major in undergrad, but made the transition in graduate school to cyber. One of the main reasons for the change was the cyber program director at my university. He told me that there were always going to be opportunities in the cyber field and that it was an evolving occupation. That made me realize that I wanted to be in a field where there was always room to grow and learn new things. So I completed the master's program and realized that it was difficult to find work in the field without any real hands-on professional experience. So I started looking for an apprenticeship and found the IBSS Cyber Apprenticeship and applied and got in. This apprenticeship has given me the resources and tools to be successful in the cyber field. For example, I came in with Security Plus, but I've since gotten Network and Cyber Plus certifications. We've also recently started hands-on cyber tools learning, which will benefit me in improving my cyber skill set. I'm not 100% sure of the exact cyber field that I want to pursue, but I have narrowed it down to vulnerability management, identity access management, or incident response. So I'm currently doing research for each and seeing which area interests me the most. So basically what I'm saying is that the IBSS apprenticeship program is very beneficial and will definitely help you get into the door of the cyber field. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
I would like to thank all of you for speaking about your experiences today, and I would like to hand it off to Morgan.
Thank you, ladies, so much. As proud as we all are of our apprentices and the program in itself, unfortunately, we can't take all of the credit for its remarkableness so far. As lead representative of this program's partnerships, I have had the honor and privilege to work very closely with all of these amazing organizations and agencies in developing our program, some of which I know are here with us today in the audience. So hello to all of you out there. As mentioned by Nigel earlier today, we became a registered apprenticeship under the Maryland Department of Labor in January of this year. This accreditation has provided our program with credibility and prestige among the world of apprenticeship programs in Maryland. One of the first leads we found as soon as we became a registered apprenticeship was with SAFL Partners. SAFL is an organization poised to help develop and expand the cybersecurity apprenticeship programs. Upon becoming a partner with SAFL, we now have access to several resources to help our program succeed. These resources include things like technical assistance, program support, and different free online training options. And on top of all of that, SAFL has also provided limited incentive funding for all of our registered apprentices, which has been very, very helpful. This kind of support is very much appreciated, and so thank you to the SAFL team for everything that you have helped us with. Additionally, being a registered apprenticeship under the state of Maryland, we have had the opportunity to work with different workforce boards in Maryland counties. WorkSource Montgomery focuses on local and regional economic development and workforce efforts in Montgomery County. And with the help of WorkSource, we have been able to receive some funding for eligible apprentices that reside in Montgomery County. They also support us by providing helpful news and informing us of greater announcements regarding apprenticeships in Maryland. Additionally, we have also been working with Employee Prince George's, which is very similar to WorkSource Montgomery, except for that they are located in Prince George's County. Working with Employee Prince George's, they have been able to funnel several Prince George's County residents through their system to our program, where they and then other eligible apprentices have received funding as well. Both of these organizations have been very wonderful to work with and have helped our program spread across the state, and they have provided support to help us get to where we are today. So thank you to you all. Now, I know today's focus has been on the wonderful ladies in our program due to the focus on women in apprenticeship today for National Apprenticeship Week, but I would like to share the spotlight slightly with another category of apprentices that we have modified our curriculum for. Since September of last year, we have been partnered with Hire Vets Now. This is a statewide initiative geared towards helping existing and soon-to-be veterans to help find their place in the professional world. Today, we have two different 13-week curriculums, both at a junior and at more advanced level, for veterans and soon-to-be veterans to help get their foot into the door of the cybersecurity world. We also support the Employment Navigator and Partnership Program, which assists veterans and their spouses in transitioning out of the military and setting them up for a successful post-military career. Lastly, I would like to touch on an organization that is not yet directly affiliated with our apprenticeship program, but one with which we hope to work with in the future. And that is the Treatment and Learning Center of Rockville, Maryland. This organization is an outstanding nonprofit that centers itself around helping children with disabilities, impairments, and other challenges to become successful. Our president, Bruce Arvand, who unfortunately was not able to attend today, was recently invited to visit a school for children K through 12 that all face different challenges, like talented and joyful children. Unfortunately, at this time, the school does not have a cyber track as part of their several programs in which the students can engage, but IBSS would love to one day contribute to developing a cyber track for these very impressive students. So once again, thank you all to these organizations that have supported us in our journey in growing this program. We are so very grateful for all of your efforts and contributions to where we are today. With the help of our partners, our amazing team that you all have met today, and the apprentices themselves, our program has come a long way. Today, we are thrilled to have a total of 22 active apprentices in our program at this time. 5 of those, of which have actually already completed their related instruction portion of the program and have since moved on to a full-time contract where they are now completing the remainder of their on-the-job training hours. We are so proud in stating that we have reached folks outside of the DMV, as we have 3 apprentices that are not even local and are actually completely virtual students. We had our first success story, Diego Marty, as all of you know, which was our first graduate of the program. So it is really exciting to watch all of our apprentices moving through this program. In addition to the apprenticeship program, we have also created a pre-apprenticeship program known as Total Assure. This program helps prepare its trainees for the apprenticeship program by helping them achieve their Network Plus and Security Plus certifications, which are prerequisites for the apprenticeship program. We want to make the apprenticeship program as accessible for everyone, and Total Assure is the tool that we have developed to help achieve that. Finally, we do also have regular committee meetings internally here at IBSS, which is where we discuss the evolution of the program and other important developments. We are continually putting in the time and the effort to build this program to what we believe to be its full capability. IBSS in itself, aside from the apprenticeship program, does work all across the nation in 6 different time zones, actually. Our national presence and national partners have allowed the community of IBSS to create an exceptionally inclusive workplace. As our apprenticeship program evolves, we want to have the exact same effect. We are planning to have our next cohort hopefully in the spring of 2023, which will include additional occupations that we are planning to add to the program early on next year. Hopefully, with the right amount of support, we will be able to increase the class size of that cohort and expand our partnerships to exceed the DMV area all the more. Our August cohort so far was the largest cohort and influx of apprentices that we had at a time so far. And so we are really eager to increase that number and be able to bring in more people at a time. This program is incredibly unique. I at least have not found anything like it in the country so far. And most importantly, it works. We are seeing the results. And ultimately, our dream is to simply include more people in this amazing program. So if you or anyone would like to contribute to developing our program and become a hero as well, please reach out to us. You guys can reach me. My name is Morgan Long. You can reach me at hr@ibsscorp.com. I would love to hear from you. I would love to meet you and to work with you. So thank you all so much for your time today. And now I would like to open the floor to any questions that anyone might have. Thank you so much. All right, so what we'll do is we will have anyone that has any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the chat, and then we can go ahead and address them. Right, so I'm just gonna give you folks a few minutes. I'll let the messages come on in, and then we will talk a little bit more. All right, so I see the questions are coming in. Sorry, we're just getting our technical side set up here so I can see the questions as they're coming in. I'm not right in front of the computer, everyone. So I see a question, how do we join? So if you go to our website, IBSS Corp, and you go on the right-hand side at the top, you'll see you can access our careers page where we will have actually all of our job postings listed. So you can go ahead and look at that list, and you can look for, actually, you can look for the Cyber Apprenticeship Program and Total Assure as well. There you can go ahead and read more about the position a little bit, and you can also apply directly through there. As I mentioned, we're planning to have our next cohort hopefully in the spring of 2023, but you are able to apply at any time. And if you have any more questions, you are free to reach out to HR and we can help you out. All right. Let's see. All right. So yeah. So as I mentioned, application process pretty standard. You can go ahead and just do it right through our website. All right. I see Alma's asked, when is the training started and for how long? So excuse me. So as I mentioned, the next cohort will probably be, we're aiming for spring / end of winter of next year. Right now, the program is estimated to take about a year or so for everyone. Our program is a competency-based program, meaning that everyone is able to excel through the program at their own pace. There is not a time limit or anything like that. Basically, what we would do is we give you credit based on your level of competency. So if for whatever reason a student is grasping the material faster than the rest of the class, then we are able to give them credit for it, and they are able to, move on at their own time and graduate sooner if possible. Can we have the website or more info on the Total Assure? Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned before, all the information for Total Assure will also be on our website as well. So to give you kind of idea, you can think of Total Assure as kind of the first step to getting into the program. So if you do not have your Security or Network Plus and don't really know, how to do it, or you don't want to do it on your own, you can go into Total Assure. We have two different curriculums. One is focused on Network Plus and one is Security Plus. They are both 6 weeks long, and they are structured pretty much the same. You can go ahead and get that certification within those 6 weeks, and then be eligible to continue and move on to the Cyber Apprenticeship Program. We actually have 2 Total Assure trainees that just recently graduated from Total Assure and moved on to Cyber Apprenticeship Program. Unfortunately, I don't even know if they might be in the audience there somewhere. They're not here with us today, unfortunately, but we already have some people that have started out with Total Assure and moved into the apprenticeship program, which is very exciting to see them move through. All right, let's see. Linda asks, says, hello, sounds like a wonderful program. Thank you so much. Do you work with folks going through a career change? Absolutely. We work with anyone and everyone. We have some folks that have already had a career in cyber and now are just looking to change or try something new. And we have some folks who have come straight out of high school with no idea of cyber and just wanted to start that way. So no matter the background that you come from, or whether you already have a career in cyber or not, anyone is welcome. And also, yeah. Is this a paid apprenticeship? Also, when is the deadline to apply? So no deadline to apply, which is the good news. And yes, this is a paid apprenticeship. So it is a full-time apprenticeship. It is virtual, but students do have the choice to come in person if they wish. We are headquartered in Silver Spring, Maryland, and some apprentices, if they prefer to come into the office and have, a face-to-face interaction with our cybersecurity coach and other executives in the program, they are more than welcome to. Excuse me. Yosef asked, how many apprentices in 2023 do you have planned to join? We don't really have a set number, unless I have heard anything. At least 5. Nigel, at least 5 is obviously the dream. It really depends on what we can find for additional support to help develop our program. But yeah, let's see. Ronnie asks, if we originally applied to the apprenticeship program via Indeed, Do you recommend that we apply again directly through the IBSS website? No, there's no need for that. You can apply through Indeed or the IBSS website as well. No matter where you go, we'll get your application, so don't worry about that. All right, so he also asked, are there any compensation or contracts? So as I mentioned, it is a paid apprenticeship. And for the contracts, so as I mentioned, we do have some apprentices that have already completed their related instruction and are now on a full-time contract. So their job title isn't cybersecurity in the system, but they are still considered to be a cyber apprentice, and they are currently, what they're doing is they're completing their on-the-job training hours, the on-the-job training portion of the curriculum.
They might be asking if
They have a contract to be
sign a contract.
Well, other than, we don't have like we have an apprenticeship agreement that outlines the standards that were agreed upon with the Maryland Department of Labor. But other than that, pretty much just like any kind of standard job offer, you could think about it. Excuse me. This was asked the starting wage. So the starting wage is determined by the standards for the Maryland Department of Labor. One of the requirements as a registered apprenticeship is that there is a progressive wage scale, meaning that as the students progress through the program, they are to receive bumps in pay as they go through it. So I believe the minimum requirement that we have starts at 16 an hour, but depending on whatever the case may be, we can increase it. That's just the minimum standards at which we have agreed upon with Maryland Department of Labor. Let's see. Sylvia asks, how soon after the application is submitted do we know if we are part of the program? That is actually an excellent question. There is no, like I said, we don't have a set date yet for the cohort. So I can't say for sure when you can expect to, or when we'll even be able to announce the exact date. I would suggest that you could just apply whenever you are interested. And, if you have a deadline personal going on or something like that, please feel free to reach out to HR or our talent acquisition team, and then we can go ahead and provide more information. Kevin asks, do I need to have a technical background to become part of this program? Absolutely not. As I mentioned before, you can come from nowhere. We have a student who came straight out of high school with no background at all, and he's actually one of our best apprentices. So no requirements needed as far as technical background. I just want to make sure that we have enough time to answer everyone else's questions because I see that they keep coming in. So let me just see what else. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and skip the questions that I've already gone ahead and answered just so I make sure I get to everyone's. Someone asked, how does the contracting work after you graduate from the program? Actually, I'll ask Nigel if you want to go ahead and kind of clarify that a bit, what it kind of looks like once an apprentice has graduated from the program, what the process looks like of putting them on a full-time contract.
Yeah, so once an apprentice finishes the apprenticeship program and they've already gone through the clearance process, we will assign that apprentice to one of our, either one of our federal government contracts or working with one of our commercial clients.
Thank you, Nigel. Welcome. All right, Tiani asks, can you go over the qualifications to enter again? So as far as education goes, all we require is a high school diploma or a GED. And then for the cyber apprenticeship program, it's to either already have or be in the process of obtaining your Security Plus or your Network Plus. Which, as I mentioned, we have the Total Assure program to help you out with that as well. Let's see, how many hours a week is it? So the apprenticeship program is a full-time position, so it is 40 hours a week. That's 8 hours a day. All right, Linda says, apologies, I have a few more questions. No need to apologize. The more questions, the better. I had some cyber training, but it was not good. The teacher basically read off a slide deck. Could you discuss your training? What does this entail? Do you work with students from other states? Does the training cost? What is virtual training like? Actually, for this question, Sadia, maybe if you could come up and provide a little bit more detail on what a virtual apprenticeship looks like. I can't answer one question for you, Linda. We do have students from other states. Some of the virtual ladies that you heard with, we have some people that don't live in the DMV. But I'll have Sadia explain the training a bit more.
Thank you, Morgan. All right, to answer this question, so we have online training platforms that we use for the certifications. The training platform has the entire curriculum. We have instructor there. We have online labs, along with many questions. Besides those platforms that we use, we also have many resources. We use the textbooks in order to help the apprentices gain the knowledge that they need to pass the certification. I hope that answered the question.
Okay, thank you, Sadia. The next question we have is, how does security clearance work? Do you guys sponsor us? So I'm gonna have Nigel come up and answer that for you.
Yes, we do. We do sponsor security clearances. Once we have an apprentice or apprentices who have demonstrated the motivation and drive to succeed, we place them in the clearance process.
Okay, thanks, Nigel. Let's see. Javier is asking, how many training hours are required to complete the program? So we have two portions of the program. We have our related instruction and our on-the-job training. The related instruction is a total of around 480, and the on-the-job training is around 2,000. However, I do want to mention regarding the 2,000 hours, that's where our program being a competency-based program comes into play. So what that means is you don't necessarily have to complete 2,000 hours. It really will depend on your competency level and how well you are moving through the program. So what that means is if you are excelling in the program faster than another student, for example, our coaches will be able to give you credit for a certain amount of hours. So if you are moving through it quicker, you will be able to graduate a little bit sooner. Hope that makes sense. If you have any other questions regarding that, you can reach out to HR. And I can explain maybe a little bit better. Is there an age limit? No, there is no age limit. Anyone and everyone is welcome to apply and be part of the program. Linda is asking, may I also ask my questions out loud as well? Before I go ahead and give someone else access to voice, I just want to go ahead and get to the other questions first. So Linda will get back to you, or if you can maybe type it up short, that might help us with our time. Excuse me, Lana said, is there a cost for the Total Assure Basic Network or Security Plus trainee programs? There is no tuition fees or anything like that. Let's see, Ronnie asks, is enrollment in the Total Assure pre-apprenticeship program continuous? Are there set cohort dates? Yes, so for the Total Assure program, it is continuous. So at that point, you are free to join at any time. All right, someone says, to join the program, do we have an exam or test or interview? Yes, to all. There is a test to take, and then also pretty much a standard interview for everyone looking to join. Linda says, great, good to know. Okay, let's see. We have another question. When we get into the program and complete all certifications, do we have to take whatever contract or position is offered, or do we get to negotiate? Yeah, I'll have Nigel answer that one for you.
Ideally, we want to place you in a position that is aligned with your career goals. However, this is business. So there are times when we will need to deploy you to a location just based on the business need. But our goal is to place you in a role that you prefer and in the location that you prefer.
All right, let's see. Upon graduation, are we expected to seek employment with IBSS? Yeah, I'll have Nigel answer that one as well.
So upon joining our program, it is our desire to establish a long-term relationship. So we're not necessarily creating a diploma mill, so to speak, or employee factory. The idea is to learn the IBSS way and to stay with us for a long time. So upon completing our apprenticeship program, we would like for you to stay. There's a question asked earlier about an employment contract. I did want to clarify something. If an apprentice, for example, leaves early, we do have a repayment requirement because we do expend a great deal of money with these training opportunities. So if someone elects to leave early, there is a repayment requirement.
Thank you. I also see, I'm sorry, I skipped a question by accident. Jose was asking, is it necessary to be a U.S. citizen to participate? So for the program itself, it is not a requirement, but I'll have Nigel clarify on the rest of that.
And so at this time, we would like to have candidates who are U.S. citizens in order to get a security clearance. Now, we are in the process of establishing a commercial line of business where that restriction will not necessarily be there. But for now, we would like to have U.S. citizens. Now, in the case of exceptional candidates, we will look at those on a case-by-case basis.
Right. Ronnie asks, do graduates typically start off in on-site SOC analyst roles, or is it varied? Actually, I'll have Nigel just come right back up and answer that for you, Ronnie.
And one of the reasons why Morgan is reading, because I don't have my glasses and I can't see. So we are, our program is designed to develop a well-rounded professional such that you can step in any role, any entry-level role. So most of our apprentices have gone into the SOC. We do also have apprentices that go into the GRC track as well.
Right. I see Linda went ahead and clarified her question a little bit. She says, my question is there some type of an assessment exam, critical thinking, math, and soft skills to take to join the program? So as I mentioned, there is an assessment exam. As far as content of the assessment exam, I could have Nadia clarify that a little bit, or Nigel.
Yeah, so for the Total Assure Network Plus trainee, that pre-assessment covers some basic IT skills and basic network, well, I say IT knowledge and basic networking knowledge. For the Total Assure Security Plus trainee, that pre-assessment covers basic IT knowledge, basic networking knowledge, and basic security knowledge. And for the full cybersecurity apprenticeship program, that technical assessment covers, of course, the basic IT knowledge, but then some little more advanced networking knowledge and some more advanced security knowledge and a little server knowledge as well, along with a soft skills interview that takes place.
All right, we got one more question. What is considered leaving early? Mr. Nigel, specifically for you. After completing the program, do we have to stay at the company? So what is considered leaving early?
Leaving early, I would say before we place you on a contract, because at that moment we have expended a great deal of funds for training. So our preference is for you to stay with IBSS on one of our contracts. So leaving early would be before obtaining full-time employment with IBSS.
Okay, and is there a background check associated with the application to the program?
There is no background check for our apprenticeship program. However, there are background checks for the clearances.
Right. Linda says, thank you very much. You are welcome. I don't see any other questions so far. I'll leave the chat open another minute or two. Let's see, I think we answered. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Oh, one more question there. Do you have routes for full stack or back end developers, or is this only cybersecurity? Cybersecurity. Yeah. So this is strictly for cybersecurity only. All right. Okay. U.S. citizen. All right. So I'm not seeing any new questions coming in. So for anyone else that has some additional questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out at the HR email. I'll help you answer any other questions you have. But for now, I would like to thank everyone that came to join us. I hope you all had a great time. And yeah, we're hoping to hear from you soon. And so with that, I would like to end the webinar. Thank you all.